My dear students, I am Richard Khokon Paul, teacher of Milestone School and College, class 6, subject science. Today our online CW number is 33, chapter 4, and topic's name is morphology of plants. Today I will discuss book creative question answer number 1 and 2. So let's get started. My dear students, so just see what you have seen here. This is book creative question answer. So first of all we will see this is the structures of a plant. So what is the structure? This is the structures of root. So see this upper portion of the plant, that is apical bulb and node, then internode. Okay. So, and you know this is leaves, auxiliary bulb, branch, stems and roots. This side you will see this is the sunlight and carbon dioxide. This sunlight and carbon dioxide is need to produce their food. Okay, and if we see the under the soil, so we can see the root and roots branch. So this root, you know, the absorb nutrients and water from the soil, especially they absorb nutrients that is such as nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Okay, so if we go to the book, so that time we will see the book creative question answer. It is page number 43. What are the questions? Our number A, what are the parts of a flowering plant? What is short? What are the differences between A and B? Discuss the importance of A and B. So students, if you see what is the question answer number 1A, what are the parts of flowering plants? Well, an ideal plant can be divided into 5 parts, such as root, stem, leaves, flower and fruits. You know, students, the plants has different parts. Among these 5 part is the main part of plants. Okay. So if you see the ideal plants, okay, so we can understand ideal means what? That means a plant which contains all kinds of body parts. So that plant is called ideal plant. Example, you can see the pictures. This is flower. Okay. So if the flower has, so definitely that plant is called flowering plants. So students, can you say what is the actual definition of flowering plants? Yes, you are absolutely right. Which plants produce flower and fruits? So definitely that plants we can say flowering plants. In the beside of flowering plants, that is non-flowering plant also. What is the non-flowering plants? Definitely non-flowering plant is the opposite things of flowering plants. So flowering plants can produce their food and non-flowering plants cannot produce their food and flower. Okay, so flowering plants, you know, this is the upper portion of the soil. That's the from the margin of the soil to the apical bulb. This full portion is called actually shoot, you know, and the down portion is called root. You know, these are roots as branch or branchlets, and this is tubers, etc. Okay, so this is the image of ideal plants. If we go to our question number B, so what is shoot? The part of the plants that remains above the soil is called shoot. Shoot consists of stems, leaves, flower, fruits, branch, nodes, internodes and twigs. Okay. So if we see the pictures, easily we can understand the things very nicely. Okay. Just see, this is the pictures of a shoot system and root system. Just see in the top of the plants to the end of the, that means soil. When it is go, some portion is go under the soil and some portion is up on the soil. Okay, so up on the soil is, it is starting from the apical bud. You know, the upper portion of the plant is apical bud, and this is the shoot tip. Okay, that is epidermis, that is flowers, auxiliary bud, vein, midrib, so internode, node, fruits. Okay, so all the parts actually it is consist of shoot systems, is altogether called the shoot systems. And you know, that is also petiole and the leaf and blade. So these things also the part of a shoot system. If we go to the root system, so that is also the lateral roots, primary roots. So different types of roots. You can the tap, root cap, and the root tip, root hair. So if when you go to the different part of the things, we will know more the things about it. Okay. So if we go to the question answer number C, so what are the differences between A and B? Well, see, here is the pictures of A and here is the pictures of B. You know, the one plant we can divide into there is two part. One is stem part, so A is the stem part and B is the root part. So well, in the figure, A is the stem and B is the root. So what is the differences between stem and roots? See, number one, it contains branches, flower, fruits and leaf. And number one is this side, it contains branches but no flower or fruit. Number two, it is grows towards the light and away from the soil. It grows away from the light and towards the soil. Number three, it has nodes, internodes and buds. So as number three, nodes, internodes and buds are absent. Number four, it contains green parts. It never contains a green part. This portion they can produce the fruit because it has green part and leaves, but this portion they cannot produce the food, but they can absorb the different types of nutrient and water from the body. Okay. Okay, students. So we will see the question answer number D. This is the last question of the question number 1. So discuss the importance of A and B. Well, in the figure A is the stem and the figure B is the root. You know, the importance of stem bears the weight of leaves, flowers, fruits and branches, holds branches and leaves upward so that they get maximum sunlight. You know, without sunlight plants cannot produce their own food. So if plants want to produce their food, so definitely they need sunlight. Okay, so carries water, food, materials and gases throughout the whole body. You know, the stems has different types of functions, so this is one of them. Provides us valuable plant products like wood, chemicals, medicine, flowers and fruit. Supplies us spices such as clove, cinnamon, gingers and turmeric. Okay, so these also the spices, it is very important spices for us, and these spices also you will get from the stem. Okay, so if we go to the another part of this question answer number D, that is the importance of root. Well, anchors the plants to the ground, protecting it from strong winds and waves, helps in the absorb of water and minerals from the soil and carrying those throughout the body. Provides us food like radish, carrot, sweet potato. Produces medicine like Rauwolfia, Sarpagandha and asparagus is Shotomuli. In Bengali name is Shotomuli. Okay. Okay, students, if before discussing the another part, we will see the root of the plants. Wow, this is a nice pictures of a root. So see, this is the different part of the roots. It is go deep under the soil. Okay, so if you just see, it is different part. This is branches. This is the main part of the root. See, this is the main part of this is sub branches of the root, and this is also the another part of the roots. Okay. So students, before starting question answer number 2, we will go to the book page, then you will understand more things. Okay, so this is our book page, morphology of plants. See, if we go through the books, so this is a ideal plants. Okay, so we directly go to our exercise. Okay, so see, if we go to the place, so these are the very important things. So see, this is our question answer number 2. Papri and Promi went to their village in the vacation. One day they walked around the village. While working, they observed different types of stems. Some of them were cone and temple shape. So they were interested in the shapes and function of the stem. Okay, so now we'll directly go to our, so this is the stem of book page I have written here. Okay, so now the question, if we go to the first question, what is root? Okay, describe the different part of mango leaf. Describe the functions of stem that Papri and Promi saw. How will you make differences of arrangement of branch and branchlets that Papri and Promi has observed? Explain. Okay. So number 1, what is root? If we give the definition of root, that is the part of the plant with no node, internode and apical bulb is the root. Roots are mainly of 2 parts, tap roots and adventitious root. Okay, so here we will see the different types of root. So this is fibrous roots, and this is tap root, this is prop root, and this is adventitious root. Actually, generally we can say the root is, it is 2 types. One is adventitious root and tap root. So if we go to the root section in the book, so that time we will see what is written about the root. Okay, so different types of leaves, stem, then see, it is also the stem, and this is root. Okay, so if we see the here, see the pictures, different types of roots pictures here. Okay, so here you will take the roots. Generally, people think that the part of the plants that remains below of the soil is root. In most cases, this is outsaying. However, in special cases, stem, leaves, flower and fruits grows under the soil. For example, ginger, turmeric, onion, etc. Okay, so this is also the part of a root. Okay, so question answer number B, if we see, describe the type of mango leaf. Well, the mango leaves are around 8 inches long with a quill or feather shape. The blade of a leaf is a smooth edge and the color is dark green when mature. Mango leaf is called an ideal leaf because it has these three parts such as leaf, base, petioles and lamina. Okay. Students, see the mango tree. If we see the total part from this part to this part, it is called lamina, and this portion actually is called petiole, and which portion is it is attached with the stem, that is called base of the leaves. Actually, the leaves has the main three part. One is base, petiole and lamina. Okay. So question answer number C. Describe the functions of a stem that Papri and Promi saw. So Papri and Promi were observing temple-shaped and dome-shaped plants stems. Their functions are given below. Before starting this question, main body, so we will see the what Papri and Promi have seen in the botanical garden. So this is actually question number C. See, it is looks like a temple shape. Okay, it is looks like a temple shape, and this is a dome shape. Okay, these things is another names if we say about this excurrent and delicussion plants. Okay, so what are the function of that? Let's see. The function of the temple shape stem, they help the plants stand erect on the ground. Okay, they raise the leaves and its branches upwards. They bear the weight of branches and sub branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Example, tulip, then poplar, sweet gums tree, etc. So students, functions of dome shaped stems, they help to spade the branches and sub branches of the plants. They provide more shade and oxygen to nature. They bear the weight of branches and sub branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Example, mango, jackfruit, blackberry trees. Students, if we go to the book page, we will see about more things about the stem. Okay, so just see these pictures. So this is the upper portion of the plant, is apical bud, this is leaf, this auxiliary buds, and the full portion here to here we can say this is stem. And I told already this is temple shape, this is dome shape. And this is also the part. Okay, so this is all. If we just read here, observe the stems of a mango tree or bottle gourd, plants of a coconut tree. Some are strong, some are weak, and some has no branches. From this, it is might be understood that stems can be several types. However, stems can be primarily divided into groups. Example, strong examples and with strong stems and weak stems. Okay. Okay, so if we go to next question, it is last question of question number 2D. So what is given here? Let's see. How will you make differences of arrangement of the branch and branchlets that Papri and Promi has observed? Explain. Well, students, Papri and Promi was observing excurrent and delicussion shaped stems. They can be divided by the difference of arrangement of branches and branchlets as follows. Excurrent, it gives the plant a temple shape. Excurrent stem is not so long. Excurrent stems are bigger in the lower and shorter at the upper side, and deliquescent, it gives the plants a dome shape. The main stems of the deliquescent stem is too long. Main branches of deliquescent stems increase equally in all directions. Okay, so if we go to the book page, we will get the more information. See, these types of stems develop branches in such a way that they become a cone-like structures and look like temples. Okay, I already told the branches at the lower part of the tree are longer and the branches of the upper part become increasingly shorter. The whole tree takes the shape of a temple as it narrows down gradually from the bottom of the top. Example of such stems included willow, oak, tulip, poplar, sweet gums and southern magnolia. Okay. So deliquescence, the stems of some trees are short and strong and the branches and sub branches are arranged from the stem in such a way that the trees looks like domes. These types of stems are found in mango, jackfruit and berry trees. Okay, students. So students, these are our actually discussion part, question answer, book creative question answer 1 and 2, and I hope you all of you understand the things very nicely, and what confusion you have already solved all the confusion and problem, I hope. So now I will give you the homework, and you must do your homework very nicely. But today I will not give you any learn and write homework, only you will learn. Okay, so what you will learn? The learn book creative question number 1 and 2, this page number 43, and I hope when you learn the things, you must careful about one thing, that is you must see the book. Okay, if you want to get the information and line by line you will learn, because learning it is very important, and if you not learn the things nicely, so book, so only for the MCQ, if you learn the book you can able to give the answer of MCQ. So this is very important of learning book, learn the books and read the books, and I hope all the problem it will be solved, and what marks you want to get you will get. Okay.